2 years ago, Tier 2 raced around the streets of Azerbaijan. Today, we are back in Azerbaijan for Tier 2. Welcome along, everybody. Faded Knights, alone today in the commentary booth. Tier 2 Season 14. This is round 2. Words to associate Azerbaijan have to be safety cars, racing action, and chaos. Today, we could be in for that safety cars and the chaos. As we await for more people to join, let's take a look back at what happened in Bahrain. Red Fire took the win in the Mercedes as it was a 1-2 for the Mercedes team. Then it was Jackson Traeger, also known as JNT, in the Red Bull. He was, from my knowledge, he was a bit upset at his qualifying lap that did put him on pole position. But he, I believe, was more upset at the third place finish. I know he wanted that win, but it was just so much battling up front to where JNT still ended up on the podium. You gotta be happy about that. But it's probably not the place on the podium you'd want to be after a race. Then it was Josh 433 in the Ferrari, finishing 4th. Then Titor in 5th. Kimi, new driver, he finished 6th in that race. Bulgogi, who multiple critics said, why is he even in that Red Bull seat? Why is he frauding away that Red Bull seat? Well, he finished 7th. Definitely should have been up there with his Red Bull teammate in 3rd. Then it's Polo God in the Haas. Great result for him in the Haas team. Blonde in the Visa Cash App RB in 9th, and Jaxta in 10th. Then it was Kipu, Lytic, C. Davies, Wavy Knife, Zakaria, Robin, Bonkers, Itchy, Kieran, and Trat Racer, rounding out the full grid that day. But today's a different day. Today is a different day. Beautiful September 6th day. Beautiful Friday. We are ready for racing at 3 p.m. local time in the United States, 8 p.m., I believe, UK time. I could be wrong. It could be 7. SV has just typed a few moments ago that's saying he will be joining in qualifying, so expect SV to also be on the grid today. Very good racer. He originally said in the Ferrari Academy chat that he wouldn't be racing today due to wheel calibration issues and Xbox issues. He thought he was going to have to buy a new Xbox today, but it is revived itself today, and it is, ready for him to attack the streets of Azerbaijan. Welcome, Ryan, to the stream. I just saw you said evening to me. Good afternoon, sir. And there is SV. He has joined before qualifying, so great job for him. And also, Gagi has said, hold the lobby for 5 minutes, please. And SV will be driving for the Haas team today, so he will partner with the Irishman, Apollo God. Trat Racer, he moves up to the Ferrari today. He was in the Haas last week in Bahrain. SV just said, "Who is ready for a Haas with 0-0 wings?" Um, if you are putting in a custom setup, please don't put in a 0-0 wing. We want racing action. Put in a setup that is gonna work for you, please. Unless you are trying to do some crazy antics today. Don't do it. Excuse me for that. I had to let out the pre-race coughs. So I believe we are waiting for more people as they're needing invites. Yep, Ward is gonna need an invite. And I believe he is not racing on Xbox, so we're gonna have to get him an invite through EA. Let me check to see if he's on Xbox. I just spelt the word Wards wrong. I spelled it with a Q. Nice one. I don't know if that's him. That's probably not. Let's see if he... Oh, he's on PlayStation. That's why. In the meantime, so let's go over what happened Thursday in the Tier 2 race. Let's see if I can find it. Yes, so what happened in Singapore in Tier 3, Lennon took the win in the Mercedes. He is driving today in the Aston Martin, so great to see him racing in the higher tier for this race here in Azerbaijan. Then it was ERT Garage in that Red Bull. Drift King in third. He actually started 18th and moved up to third, so in my opinion, has to be the driver of the day for that race. EL Mythic finished 4th from 13th, then Optical. He moved up 14 spots from 19th. Then it was the Polish man. Polish Hammer in the Scuderia Ferrari. What a race for him. RPL Ardell. P7 Turbo Kubisak in 8th. Necky in 9th for the Williams. SV rounding out the top 10. Then it was Leon Miner, Goatley, Valk, Jake Bandy, and we didn't get the rest of that screen. Thank you, Egg, for only sending me 14 drivers. And Invade has just put in all caps, "Fight it!" So thank you for that. Oh, Invade got disqualified. Oh. That is a bummer. Seeing a black flag in any other motorsport is one thing. Seeing it in an F1 league race, oh, that stings. That has got to be, for lack of a better term, boner deflator. As J&T's just asked, what the hell are we doing? I'm thinking the same in my head. Why the hell are we sitting as we are actually counting down the seconds to Azerbaijan qualifying? As Jack has just confirmed exactly what I said, the rest can join in qualifying. We are doing good, people. In chat, we are doing good. As here we go. Qualifying here in Azerbaijan should be something legendary. Here we go. Let's see the weather conditions today. Beautiful and sunny day here in Azerbaijan. So we're going to see who goes out on track first. So we have 14 currently on the grid. There are more expected to join, hopefully. Because 14 just seems low. Like, very, very low. It's RPL, guys. Let's, like, come on. We need full grids. Is there action in the pit lane as of right now? No, I'm not seeing anything. Hopefully we see one of those little dots on the track map move ever so slightly, so we can get the POV of that. I believe everybody's trying to put in their setups. That's probably what's going on. We are getting action. I believe that's the Red Bull camp. Is that that is a Sauber, and that is Woda, I believe. Jordan as well coming out on track as the Sauber of It's Woda comes out on track. Didn't race last race, so this is his first appearance in Tier 2 this season for him. Josh also going out on his outlap, as everybody should be getting out of the pits pretty antsy. There's Jackson Traeger. Third last time out in Bahrain, as I mentioned before qualifying started. And yeah, he should be a very good contender for this one here in the streets of Baku. As I'm just going to try and figure out who we should ride along with, actually. Well, let's ride along with Jackson Traeger. Good old friend of mine and many people in this realistic performance league. Yeah, let's ride along with Jackson Traeger as he makes his way around this beautiful circuit. This goes through the castle section. I know he's on his outlap. I know that. Trying to find. Let's see if I can find it. So 2 years ago, I mentioned we'd last race at Azerbaijan. The person who took pole in that race was Instinct in the Ferrari, but a Haas ended up winning that race. That was NRX Flynn. As J&T's coming down that long straightaway now to start his lap. Let's go on board with the American. J&T, 8th gear, almost 210 miles per hour as he shifts down to 4th. Up the gears we go into 5th. 6th, he's going to brake hard for this corner. Locks the rears, it sounded like he did. Overtake engaged. Doesn't use it for that long. Goes up into 8th gear. Is he going to hit 200 miles per hour? Just didn't actually. No, he hit 199 into that corner. Down the gears we go, locking the right front. In the 5th, now to 6th gear. It's looking pretty good so far. 35-0 in the first sector for Jackson Traeger. Red Fire Tiger has just joined us. Welcome aboard. Fifth gear through the castle section, almost touches the wall, just got lucky there. It's so close in my eyes. Sixth gear now to seventh. Did use a bit of that overtake through there. He knows exactly where to use that overtake. Down in the fourth gear, getting ever so closely to that wall once again. Woulda sets the first lap on the board of 40.0. So we're going to go back to Jackson Traeger now. Popping out of our cameras here. Great camera work from our camera crew as Josh sets a lap 1.5 seconds clear of the Sauber. We're waiting on Jackson Traeger to come across the line. Lennon to second. Jackson Traeger to hit the line now. And that is just not what he wanted. A 1:39.4. He's got to find a lot of time in that Honda as we got a car around. That is SV. Hopefully he gets that thing refired, and he does. I wonder what happened there. As blonde is purple, through the second sector as he makes his way through the straight. Expect blonde to at least go probably into the top 5. He looks sound right now. To the line for blonde. I said top 5. Puts it 4th ahead of the Haas of SV. Optical. Now down the straightaway in that Williams. Is this going to be competitive enough for him? Did race in Tier 3 in the McLaren last season. Optical to 8th. 31 1,000ths behind Bonkers. Baku's starting his lap. No. Yes, he is starting his lap. For some reason, I thought he was in Sector 2. I looked at it and interpreted it backwards, almost. So what is coming in the pits as of right now? SV's invalidated. Let's go on board with Vodka. 34.7. In the first sector. Says purple on our screens. I don't really believe that is purple. I just went into settings. Is it purple? What was J&T's? J&T's was a 35.0. Lennon's 34.8. Josh was a 34.8, so I believe that is indeed a real purple. Vodka purple in the second. This is on to be Josh's 38.5, the only one in the 38s at the moment. It wouldn't be a shocker. Remember, he finished second in Bahrain. It's not a shocker to anybody here that Vodka came to play. Vodka, ooh, just barely second. 69 1,000 separates the Tifosi and the Mercedes AMG. So RPL Jordan is starting his lap. The Spaniard. Racing in the papaya orange McLaren car. Looking good so far. Let's go on board with RPL Jordan. Up the gears we go into 5th, 6th. Drops down into 3rd. J&T was in 4th gear through there, I believe. Using the overtake button through there. Burns it down to 61%. Locks up the left front. Good so far for Jordan. Castle section. This is where you gotta ace it. Aces it beautifully. Flicks it through there very nicely. Goes a little bit off track. You do want to do that. Don't do it too much though, because the FIA will invalidate your lap. Burns it very nicely through there. 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. The fuel level indicator blinking on that McLaren car. Up the gears into 5th. Wavy Knife just set the second fastest lap. 45 1,000ths off of Josh. See where Jordan can put this. Stop going on sleep, my laptop, so I can see the chat and the game at the same time. As Jordan goes fourth fastest. What a lap for him. As Polo God, he had a purple sector, and now he's backed off of it. We'll have to get some inside of why he backed off. As Red Fire goes third, ties with Wavy Knife. Very good for him, as the McLarens are giving themselves a suck. Trying to see if there's any action, anybody on a flyer. I believe there is. There could be. Well, Bonkers is about to start his lap, and I believe he is going to get that slipstream. As Trat Racer has retired from the session. I don't know if he had a quali ban or something happened. Did he indeed? I have no idea if he just crashed or had a quali ban. I'm going to believe the latter and say he had crashed. Tadpole just asked, where's Goggy? I have no idea. He said, hold up on me. Hold up for me, actually. And he ain't here. So hopefully he joins in qualifying. His Trat Racer, I believe he had a glitch to where it retired his car. I was going to say that would be the third option. And, yeah, I believe it was the third option. Bonkers start his lap. Not getting slipstream from Jordan here. It would be... Whoa! Whoa! He had a big slide out of the corner, and that probably just unsettled the car a ton. And Bonkers will probably have to restart his lap once again, if he didn't lose that much of time. He probably did lose a significant amount of time, as I believe that is an RB letting someone go. Yep, the Aston Martin of Lennon. Ryan just said, can we please get a Haas podium? I mean, with SV spinning and Polo God being 14 seconds off the pace, I don't think that's even possible. As woulda... oh no, sorry, Polo goes 10th. Yeah, you shut me up there. I said he was 14 seconds off the pace. And he shut me up. Now it's 1.4. Kipu! Welcome to the grid. I'm trying to see if there's any bits and glimmers of anybody who's gonna cross the line. Woulda looks like he is up on his time. From my point of view, he's getting a slipstream from his teammate Itchy Perez. As Kipu has joined the grid, that is why my grid flashed. SV has just said Haas podium won't happen. Have to agree with the man. As woulda. Fuel level blinking. He's on none. He's going into the pits. Itchy Perez start his lap. Let's go on board. 6th gear. Drops it to 3rd. And he has burned a lot of that ERS. He's still burning it. Why are you burning the ERS that low? That is not what you want to do. You want to savor that ERS so you can use it at the end of the lap down that gigantic ass straight. That is not what you want to do. He ruined his lap from the beginning. This is not going to be good for him. And the reason I'm staying on him is because I want to see what this lap is going to be. If it's going to be competitive at all, I don't think it's going to be. Because of how early he burned that ERS. Bonkers to cross the line. Hopefully this is better than his 140.3. It is. It puts him in 7th. Fastest Sector 3. Very good stuff from the McLaren of Bonkers. This McLaren 5.7. Is that honestly where you want to be in arguably the fastest car on the grid? I would not want to say that is where they would want to be. You want to be 1-2. And arguably the fastest car is Itchy Perez. So that's a 42-1. Yeah, it was not competitive. As he has just pulled a Lewis Hamilton. Josh coming out on track. SV is actually running 0-0 wings. I told you not to. As Strat Racer has left the session, let's give the man a proper invite. There you go, bud. We are back with the racing action. Josh coming out of the pits, waving knife. As everybody is just going to cycle their way out of the pits. Jackson Traeger, he's on his lap. Can the man from New Jersey point his way into the first 2 rows? There's the Jackson Traeger that we all know and love. The purple sectors are back. Jackson Traeger to cross the line. Deploy. He's burned it all. To the line for JNT. Only to 6. That is not where he wants to be at all. Bonkers coming into the pits. Minute 54. He has no time. That's probably qualifying over. Most likely is going to be qualifying over for Bonkers. It's wavy. 34-3. What a flying Sector 1. Absolutely flying in the Armco Aston Martin. Whoa! I think he hit the wall. He is sliding a ton. And that has absolutely killed his lap. Yes, it has killed it. Hopefully he gets it around again if he doesn't have significant damage to that Aston. Blonde is invalidated. He's going to have to hurry it up to get to the line. Polo God has started his lap. As they're all pouring to the line to start their laps. We're going to see who is closest to the line. Let's see. Who is closest to the line? We're going to take you on board with the other Aston Martin of Lennon. Through the castle section we go. Making that thing look nice. Goes wide. As we have seen almost all the drivers do. He's not used that much ERS as we saw, Jackson Traeger and Itchy Perez do. Checkered flag. Wavy didn't make it to the line in time. JNT didn't. Bonkers didn't. Itchy Perez didn't. That's qualifying over, and Jackson Traeger probably has his head in his hands right now as Lennon sets the fastest Sector 2. Lennon's looking racy. He's looking like a threat. DRS absolute precise reaction time. Lennon to the line. 5th. It is so close between the top 7 race cars. To the line for Josh. Does he improve? Yes. Now, over a tenth faster than Wavy. Red Fire's gonna be next. No. It's gonna be his TA Jordan! 138.3, the shocker! Vodka! 38.1! As Wavy and Red Fire tie. They tie, but it's not over. Still got one car to go, and I don't believe Blonde's got a chance. Pole for Vodka. Pole for the Portuguese. That is it for qualifying. The Portuguese man, Vodka, your pole sitter for the street circuit race around Baku. Okay, everybody, here's your grid for the race in Azerbaijan. It's Vodka on pole in the Mercedes. The Spaniard Jordan in second, bested by a tenth and a half. Then it's Josh 433, the Brit. Wavy Knife in fourth, Red Fire in fifth, Lennon the Dutchman in sixth, the American Jackson Traeger, upset of himself in seventh, SV in the Haas in eighth, Bonkers ninth, Blonde in 10th, Woodda, Polo, Optical, Kipu, Itchy Perez, and Trat Racer round off the rest of the grid. As here we go. Who is ready for the race in Baku 2 years on? As yet again, we have sunny weather to start this one. Hopefully nobody readies up before the host Jack Miles. Hopefully no one does it, because if I catch you, or we catch you, as there's Bulgogi, he's going to have to start from the back of the grid. Those comments saying Gogi is frauding a Red Bull seat, and he ain't even showed up for the race on time. So, L on him. I'm going to see what is going on in the driver chat. J&T, I cannot read the comment that he just said. He said, good job, R word. You missed the race. And Gogi has just been told he joined too late. So, I'm going to say the most famous phrase that I have in my repertoire, and I have said it multiple times in RPL races. Bye-bye, Gogi! Yeah, Gogi was not even on the lineup sheet. What a total dummy. Tadpole has just said F Wavy. That's not nice. So J&T has just admitted to taking him out of the lineup sheet before the race even started. As here come the lights in Azerbaijan! It's time to bring the action! Good start there by Vodka and Jordan. As they're side by side into one crash! Jordan did get it saved. He falls down the order into 6th as we're all getting squirmy up here. Vodka leads, Josh leads, Wavy, Jordan falling down as side by side. Lennon and Jordan, hopefully they get sorted themselves out. And they do. Oh! Big crash at the back. Jackson Traeger, pieces of wing flying absolutely everywhere. 3 wide in the back. As we got a spinner. That is optical. In the Williams. Is he going to get that thing refired? Yes, he is. We focus on the front, though. It's Vodka, Josh, and Wavy. Then it's Red Fire. The Spaniard is RPL Jordan. There's SV. What a start for him. What a start for him. He's the only one on soft tires. Incredible stuff, and what a strategy call by the Haas team so far. A weird strategy. Hopefully it pays off. Lennon in 7th as Strat Racer. You're going to need another invite because your internet is just not stable. I'm trying to see if there's going to be any battles going on. We could see a battle between Lennon and SV in the straightaway. Lennon is getting ever so close to the rear of SV, that rear gearbox. We ever so love. Whoa, battle for the lead! Josh 433 takes the lead of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Lap 1 over, now to 2. Josh leads Vodka as SV. They touch! I believe they touch! And oh, big crash! Huge collision! Surprised there's no safety car. There are tons of cars with damage back there. SV, who is in 5th, just got his race ruined. That is not where you want to be. At the end of that one, Jordan's around. In the back, VSC deployed. It is all kicking off. Goggy called and said there would be a safety car lap 1. Well, we have a VSC lap 2. SV has to be beside himself after what happened there on the start of 2. It's just the position that you don't want to be in. NFL fans, tonight on NBC and Peacock, it is the Packers versus the Eagles live from Sao Paulo, Brazil. Tune into that game. I believe that starts at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Boss Cookie just said, I am terminating Goggy's contract. It's Jordan! That is going to be a major penalty for him. You are in the penalty box, sir. Go serve your drive-thru. As we are racing again, green flag action. It's Josh ahead of Vodka, ahead of Wavy. Bonkers and Lennon, they're side by side. Bonkers gets the move done. Lennon thinks about it. But that's not gonna happen. They are getting argy-bargy in this train. Bonkers and Lennon, they're swapping places like a girl changes clothes. That is a train up until, I believe, Ichipures. Yes, it is. A lot of jockeying that I'm seeing here in this train. But let's focus on the front. Josh leading out of the castle section, and it's Vodka. Then it's Wavy, Red Fire. Lennon, as a move, I believe, just got conducted. I believe that was that Polo and Woodda? believe it was. Not much action I'm seeing going on, but of course, you're probably going to see a lot of action happening down the straight as Vodka getting ever so antsy behind the back of Josh. Let's watch to see if this is a potential overtake. It should be a potential overtake. Vodka, is he going to have the rear wing open? He's going to get the rear wing open right now. Vodka, seething, gaining. Fastest lap. Thinks better of it. Red Fire gets by his academy teammate of Wavy Knife. That's for third position. Blonde ahead of Polo now for the 7th spot. Jackson Traeger just thugging it out in the 10th position. Not where he wants to be. You know, you talk about Blue Goggy frauding a Red Bull seat. Can we talk about this guy? It's Josh setting the fastest Sector 1 as these two have just run away from Red Fire at the moment as SV and Jordan, the two guys that don't like each other. SV gets by on the pit stops as Jordan goes to serve that drive-through penalty that he occurred under the virtual safety car. As he comes out of the pits very safely. Don't think he crossed the line. As Polo has just been told by his good buddy Ryan Searles, former commentator in RPL, stop attacking. Work together. That is a good strategy to have in this race, as we could see a potential overtaking opportunities down this straight. We're going to see a lot of these today, race fans. As Vodka. Josh sets the fastest lap. Is Vodka going to think about it again? Yes, he does. It's Wavy. Does he think about it? No. Tucks behind. Looking down the order to see if there's going to be any potential overtakes. SV has crashed. Safety car deployed. Wow. And another drive-through penalty for Jordan. Welcome back to the penalty box, sir. You obviously didn't learn your lesson. Go serve another drive-through. As already we have a clip submission. Oh no, sorry, that was an old clip submission. My apologies, as Obstacle comes into the pits to put on a brand new Pirelli medium tire. Could we see anybody else think about their tires and, you know, just come down that pit road and service your car up? So I just accidentally refreshed my tab. We got the stream back. Tomorrow, we have a lot of college football action for all you college football fans. Georgia Tech plays Syracuse, Texas, and Michigan. That's going to be the big primetime matchup. That is being played 12 p.m. Eastern, and that one is live on Fox. As Josh, Vodka, Red Fire, Wavy, they all decide to come into the pits. As Mercedes are double stacking here. Let's see, Mercedes have got this absolutely right. You saw it in China for F1 1000. They just did it here again. Incredible. Polo to service his tires. He's going to put on the hards. Wood on the hards. Blonde on the mediums. Bonkers, mediums. Lennon goes on the hards. Kipu hards. Strat Racer hards. Optical hasn't even made it. But yeah, Hard tires. Excuse me. Hard tires for the two front runners. Then it's Jackson Traeger who elected to stay out on those fresh, or not fresh, 5-lap-old hard tires. Itchy Perez on 5-lap-old mediums, and it's almost everybody in the background on new tires, whether that's hard, whether that's medium. Could Kick Sauber, now I'm just saying this, could Kick Sauber keep Itchy Perez out as long as humanly possible and get Itchy Perez somewhere in that top 7 to 8 range? Could Kick Sauber get double points today? That is a question that I ask all of you. Could we see, you know, probably, in my eyes, the unthinkable? Lining up for the safety car restart, it's going to be Josh, Vodka, the American Jackson Traeger, Itchy Perez, Red Fire, Wavy Knife, then Polo, Blonde, Wada, Bonkers, then it's Lennon, Kipu, Trat Racer, Jordan, who still has to serve that major penalty, that drive-through penalty, and it's Optical, who has yet to catch up to the safety car. As Itchy Perez didn't want to, Sauber did not want him to stay out as long as humanely possible and become the tire whisperer that he is definitely capable of. As Blue Goggy has been fired by the Red Bull team. So, I'm going to say it again now. Bye-bye, Goggy! I yield my time. As I believe the safety car will be coming in at the end of this lap if Optical can hurry that Williams car up. I wanted to say something like, hurry your little butt up, but you know, I'm gonna be nice. As Trat Racer, fix your Wi-Fi. That is like the 5th time he has lagged out of this session today. Can we start a Trat Racer lag out counter? Because that has got to be number 5. Cookie, this is Faded Nights in the booth. How you doing, bud? As we are ready to race, Trat Racer, welcome back, as safety car is indeed going to be in this lap. When does Josh go? Vodka thinking about going side by side, you know, pulling that Max Verstappen-esque things. I don't believe you can do that in RPL. I don't believe you can go side by side and pull, you know, 2021 Abu Dhabi. It's not a good flashback to think about. Let's not. Let's say we did. Safety car, gonna ever so slightly Trat Racer. There's number 6 on the lag out counter. As when does Josh go? He goes now. Great flag back in the air. Josh gets a good beginning. Vodka, they're going side by side. Jackson Traeger and Red Fire beats him out there. As we got a spinner and maybe a collision between Itchy Perez and Bonkers, I believe. It's just not playing fair. As Wavy Knife looking for the move on Jackson Traeger. Is he going to get that move done? Contact! I believe Somebody squeezed each other into the wall there. Polo God thinking about the move. Trat Racer, welcome back for the 6th time today. So I'm looking down the order. I don't want to look at your POV. That was weird. Jordan yet to serve his drive-through penalty. I believe he is gonna probably have to serve that right at this moment. Or, sorry, this lap. SV has left the building, of course. You're out of the race, sir. Josh leading vodka, leading red fire. And it's Wavy. Jackson Traeger, Polo got whoop whoop. Trat Racer, I'm not even gonna comment on that. Whenever he lags out, I'm just not gonna care. This is the 7th time. Zichi Perez bonkers and something has happened with Trat Racer. I know why. Freaking lagged out and everybody's just gonna overtake him now. It's like that one Titanic song. That is just playing in my head right now as Jordan comes in to serve his 2nd drive-through of the race. As the two Saubers are just working together to get by this Ferrari that is ghosted. Josh and the two Mercedes have thugged it out and thugged off. Wavy knife. Let's talk about Jackson Traeger. You know, he wants to make this a 2nd podium of the season for him, but right now, he's stuck in 5th. He started this race in 7th, so he's up 2 positions. Could Jackson Traeger potentially move that momentum forward, shift the momentum forward, and potentially get that 2nd podium of the season, as look at the fans roar him down! That was a funny shot. I have never seen that shot. That camera shot, as Wooded needs an invite now. Yeah, but I have never seen that camera shot in an F1 game, so good job to the camera people today for providing that goated camera shot. As we focus on the action in front, red fire. Is he going to think about the move? He's got the faster medium tire. Is he going to think about that move? Let's go to the POV. He's going to think about it. Goes to the left-hand side. Red fire, the fastest lap, gets ahead of Josh. In 1st, the man who won in Bahrain could be the man who could win Baku in 17 laps time. See if any other action is happening. You just have this big train of cars as yellow flag in the back. I believe there was a spin from Bonkers. It was probably him or Woulda as Blonde gets ahead of Polo. Sorry, I missed that. I was looking at the McLaren and the Sauber. But yeah, Blonde in the Visa Cash App is now ahead of the man from Ireland. I have no idea where you are from in Ireland. But yeah, Polo, supporter of the Cop Ramblers, I believe that's what his local soccer team is called. I believe he lives 5 minutes away from the stadium, so good on him. So somebody is correcting me saying the word football. Did I say soccer? I don't care, I'm American. Oh, his optical has crashed, front wing gone, safety car deployed. That was almost a 1, 2, 3 moment. He spun, broke his front wing, safety car deployed. So good call from the FIA to bring out the safety car as for the safety of all of our drivers today. That is the 2nd one of this race. And we also had a VSC as Woulda is back. As Jackson Traeger, Blonde and Polo coming into pits. JNT puts on the yellow stripe mediums. Polo got in Blonde. Let's see what they put on. I believe Blonde is going to have to put on the hard tire. And he will. Polo putting on the yellow Pirellis. And getting a wing change. So a wing adjustment for the Irishman. And it's Bonkers coming in. Jordan going to double stack. McLaren did not get this right, because he's going to have to wait to serve that penalty. I believe that's what they waited on, because why else would they wait 5 seconds to change Pirelli tires? I wouldn't get that. But as of right now, Red Fire ahead of Josh, Vodka, then the 2 Aston Martins of Wavy and Lemon, also known as Lennon, the Dutchman. Then it's Kipu. Which story about Kipu? I always thought the man was not from the UK. I thought he was from like a... You know what? I'm not even going to go there. I don't want to make myself sound racist. Trat Racer, despite the 7 lagouts, he's actually tied. His position ties the amount of lagouts he has had in this race. He is in 7th. Yeah, but Ryan, to speak on that, I thought he was from a Middle Eastern country. But, no. Wooda in 8th in the Sauber. So I'm going to go through all the nationalities of these drivers. Wooda, the British man, in 8th, and it's Jackson Traeger, the man from New Jersey, in 9th. And it's Blonde. I believe that's Northern Ireland, if I'm not mistaken. Polo in 11th, then Bonkers, the Scotsman, in 12th. Ichi Perez, the man from China, in 13th. 14th. Because he's just pitted. And it's Jordan, the Spaniard, and SV, who is out of the race and out of the paddock. He's left. He's already in the airport. Probably getting that flight home. That is the England flag. Oh. Well, the more you know. Safety car should be coming in at the end of this lap, hopefully. You know, the safety car doesn't wait any longer. Because all of the 12 fans in this Twitch stream want to see racing action happen again. It's a 2 Mercedes lineup, 1-3 with Josh in the middle of that sandwich. Does Josh look for his first win of the season? Or is Red Fire gonna get number 2? We'll have to wait when the safety car comes in. What the... Sorry, my party disconnected. For some odd reason. I didn't even realize. Until I saw, like, my name appear on the bottom left. The safety car is going to be coming in at the end of this lap. Let's take you through it. When does Red Fire decide it is time to go? Let me get the telemetry on my screen. When does he decide it's time to go max with the revs? He goes now! Green flag back in the air! Red Fire pulling away from Josh and Vodka. Trat Racer 2-1, I believe, is what he got there. It's going to amount to just 1. They're still jockeying for position. Wood in 8th, Blonde in 9th, Kipu in 11th now. They're getting ever so squirmy. Back there. Side-by-side action. Trot Racer and Lennon. Who's gonna get by? It's gonna be Lennon. Kipu gets by Bonkers in 11th. As Lennon! He's broken a piece of his wing, gets it refired. Hopefully, a piece of wing can get cleaned up. Red fire over Josh over Vodka. Trot Racer, despite the lagouts. How is that man in 5th? That is just incredible stuff. And I get he is on those... Whoa! He smacked the wall a ton. I was gonna say just those 7-lap runners who are being hunted down by that man, that American boy, sitting there in 6th. Seeing Jackson Traeger on 5-lap fresher tires is gonna be, that's gonna haunt you for a little bit. As Polo got him, Blonde, Polo, there, side by side, Polo. He's gonna get 2 positions on the straight if he can keep it up. Woulda says, no thank you. They're still side by side. They were side by side for a long, long time. They're still side by side, 3 wide. Blonde says, let's join the party. Blonde saying, thank you very much, I will take 2nd. As, ow, Jackson Traeger! He's stuck, and the VSC's deployed, gets it refired. I was saying J&T could make a run on everybody, because he was on 5-lap fresher tires, but no. Something has happened, and something has just sent him in the wall. Good thing he got that refired, but you see it right there, the right side of his front wing. Destroyed. As the VSC has gone, we are back green. It's Redfire and Josh, main protagonists in this race. Main protagonist potentially in the championship fight. Josh is going to think about going to make a move on this straight. He's going to have to. Trot Racer. Come on, dude. As Josh is going to think about making that move. Is he going to make that move? Yes, he is. Excuse me. To first, Josh goes. 2 Mercedes follows suit. And ever so slightly is a move here. It's Woulda and Bonkers. Woulda easily gets by. As Lennon gonna advance his position as Jackson Traeger pits to repair his wing. Gonna put on a new set of fresh Pirellis. He's gonna be back out lickety-split. Little lock up there from Josh. You heard it there. Bonkers advances his position. They're going to be side by side going in this corner. Contact in the wall! Both papayas. Both McLaren cars. No safety car. Man, it is all kicking off, isn't it? This is insanity. The side-by-side racing action through those corners has just been, AC/DC said it best, rock or bust. As Blonde down the, or into, entering the straight, gets by Trot Racer as he is now in AI. Polo thinking about a move on the Visa Cash App Honda on board with the MoneyGram Haas. Oh, he lifted because the VSC is deployed. That is the second time the VSC has come out in this race here. Strat Racer, welcome back for the 8th time today. It's into the pits. Comes Kipu, landing bonkers on the soft tires. No, I don't know if that is a bad call. It's Optical retired in the pits. Not supposed to do that. Jordan puts on the soft tires, so obviously McLaren talking to each other, working together. They're probably in an Xbox party. I would not be surprised if they're in an Xbox party. You gotta work together as teammates. You gotta have communication. Ferrari teammates, I know in Tier 3, they didn't talk in an Xbox party. But J&T is retired in the pits. And he's put on the intermediate tires. Why? Why would you even think about putting on those tires? I get you're retiring the car, but why is that on your fourth? Why is that a forethought that you were having? Like, come on now. So we are back racing once again. Josh ahead of Redfire. Is Redfire gonna think about making a move into turn 1? They're side by side, wheel to wheel action. Redfire gonna make it happen. Of course he is. His name is Redfire Tiger for a reason. That's 3 cars, 3 protagonists within 8/10 of each other. Of course, it's Azerbaijan. The race results could be completely different. It could be a completely different top 3 by the end of this race, but listen, these 3 have probably been the cleanest 3 out of this entire race. The rest of the guys, Wavy's been clean, but I'm going to say everybody else, like, this far down, you might as well just not talk about that. It's Redfire, Josh Vodka. Could we see? I mean, it's not could we. Will when will we see the overtake happen from Josh and Redfire? Or does Josh pull what I like to call the Connor Daly move, where you're just, tucking behind the guy that's ahead of you and being absolutely the smartest guy that you can? Josh is going to think about that move. Vodka's seeing this ahead of him, as Josh is now ahead of Redfire. Beautiful stuff from the Ferrari of Josh as they are just trading positions lap after lap. Polo into 5th. Tri-Racer, fastest lap despite the lagouts. And he's doing it on 12-lap old hards. He is finding tire life. And he is finding pace in the prancing horse. Tri-Racer, he's going to think about a move. No, he's not. Going to tuck behind. Lennon in 12th, fastest lap on new mediums. Good job. Is weaving. I believe that was bonkers. Weaving, unleashing the dragon, as Townsend Bell would say in an IndyCar commentary. He said it when Marcus Ericsson released the dragon on Joseph Newgarden that day. Back at the front, Josh pulls out an 8/10 gap over Mercedes and Redfire. Redfire on the mediums, but I believe they are starting to die out. You're going to see the hards begin to just become the better tire, begin to just overcome those mediums. 1.1 seconds now the gap. Red Fire's not gonna have the DRS to play with. Is there gonna be team orders at Mercedes to let Vodka through? Lennon just made a move on Kipu about 10 seconds ago. Sorry I missed that. I was focused on the front of this pack. Trat Racer. 2 for 1! Unbelievable stuff from Trat Racer. Now into 5th. The battle for 5th. Been absolutely cooking this race. Between Trat Racer, Polo God, and Blonde. This is incredible. As Josh, lap after lap, pulling the gap and just making that thing as big as possible. It was 1.1 at the end of lap 18. Now it's 1.6. Now 1.8. Those mediums are absolutely dead for Red Fire. I would assume Vodka is going to have the position swapped for him, so he is going to probably be in P2. I would assume. Of course, I'm usually wrong about that. Trying to see if there's any potential overtakes that could happen. Doesn't look like it. Unless Mercedes do swap the positions down the straight. Are they going to swap the positions down the straight? Is Vodka that much faster? We shall see. Mercedes do swap. That was a great call for Vodka, or no, sorry, for Red Fire to give the position of Vodka to try and chase down Josh in the Ferraris. What the heck is Vodka doing? Big slide, lets Red Fire back through. So, I don't know what the confusion is about, but Red Fire let Vodka through down the straight. We caught that on cam, and Vodka slides Red Fire back through. I don't really get that. Blonde inside the DRS of Polo. I believe once they get to the straight, could see one of those classic Blonde overtakes. We like to see the classic battles. As 5th, 6th, 7th separated by 2.2 now. Remember, all three of those cars were in DRS range about 2 to 3 laps ago. Trat Racer said, listen guys, you guys can battle for 6th. I'll go off on my own merry way and stay in 5th. As Vodka back behind the Mercedes. Is this going to be a swap again? Looks like it. Ryan has said, don't think Vodka would have the speed to catch up to Josh. I don't think so either. Josh is cooking with a 3.6 second advantage. The closest battle on track. Once again, Polo and Blonde. 4/10. Blonde has the DRS. Is Blonde going to think about making a move on the MoneyGram Haas? No, thinks better of it. Lifts off a lot. Stays in the 7th position. Oh, Invade said that. My bad. I saw Red Raider and then I saw you. I do. I do know that. The reason I had gap to leader on was I don't know, I can't even explain it. But thank you for the reminder. I was still able to calculate the gaps when it was on leader. Because I'm just goated like that at math. But, you know. We're back on interval for you guys. Blonde, 6/10, the gap. Now to Polo. Is he gonna think about making the move down the straight? Thought about it at the start of the lap. MoneyGram Haas versus Red Bull. Ferrari power and Red Bull powertrain. Blonde thinks better of it. Stays in 7th. Red fire down the straight. I don't think he's gonna make a move on his teammate. That would be petty if he were to. Josh just pulled out a 4-second gap. 4.2 now. This is the Josh everybody wanted to see. The Josh that pulls gaps, makes moves when he needed to make the moves. I believe at the end of this race it could be 6 seconds. Josh Savodka. Wavy knife. Beautiful, beautiful race for him. As he is not up any positions. What about Trat Racer? Up 11 spots, despite having almost double-digit amount of lag outs in this race. How is that man 5th? Polo got up 6 spots in the 6th position. Blonde up 3. Wood up 3. Itchy Perez up 9. Talk about what I was talking about earlier. Double Sauber points could come Ferrari Academy's way. Invade. Is a tear coming out of your eye from seeing this sight? Five Ferrari cars in the points. This is cooking for this moment. Lennon down 4 spots. Bonkers down 2 and out of the points in arguably the fastest car on the grid. Kipu up 2. Again, it's not really been a good day for Kipu. Jordan, 2 drive-throughs, down 11 spots. He started 2nd. Not where you want to be. Four laps to go then. The gap coming down ever so slightly. Vodka is actually bringing the gap down. He's brought it down, I believe, 2/10. It was 4.2 last time I laid my eyes on that gap. It's now 4.0. Not enough pace at the moment to be able to catch Josh. As around goes Kipu. Gets it refired. And he is back on the racing circuit. Right now, it is Josh smooth sailing. Ahead now 4.5. I believe Vodka made a mistake. That cost him nearly 7/10 of a second. Look at that camera shot. As we start lap 24, 3 to go here in Azerbaijan. Blonde thinking about making an overtake here on Polo God. And he's lifted off again. He is lifted again. I don't know why Blonde is lifting. He is not confident about making the move. It's bonkers into the points. Caught Itchy Perez lacking. As it's no longer double Sauber points at the moment. Itchy Perez has been out there 16 laps on those hard tires. He was caught napping, and that might not be points for him. Hopefully, he can catch that back up. He's used a lot of ERS. We talked about it in qualifying. When he started that lap, and he had burned the ERS so much. His lap was a 1 minute 42, I believe. But battling now, as Bonkers, he glitched inside of Bonkers. I don't know if Bonkers has lagged out or that was just a glitch in the system, glitch in the matrix. But Itchy Perez up into 10th as it's now double sour points once again. Blonde still within DRS of Polo. Is Blonde thinking, you know, save it for a last lap gas to get to 6th, save the DRS as much as possible. I'm gonna let Polo think I'm gonna be making the move, but I'm not actually gonna make it. There's a Twitch on my laptop. Has frozen. I just refreshed it. We are good as Blonde makes the overtake on Polo. He didn't wait until the last lap. He waited till 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go, I say. Bonkers makes a move on Itchy Perez in the background. Josh ahead by almost 6 seconds. I said, watch the gap be 6 seconds. Well, it's 5.8 now. Josh is just pulled away. Clean air ahead of him. He could almost taste the victory here today. Polo still remaining in the DRS of the Visa Cash App Red Bull. Josh is going to make his way down the straight for what is going to be the final lap of racing. He's going to see the line. 18,500 fans approximately in the grandstands are watching the final lap of racing presented by Crypto.com. Josh in the Ferrari. He's driven a beautiful, beautiful race. And he has proven exactly why he belongs to be a race winner. Through Sector 1 we go. The gap 6.4 now. As Red Fire, do they swap the places at Mercedes to give Red Fire second? Do they worry about drivers or do they worry about constructors right now? We'll have to wait and see. Polo getting ever so closer to the back of Blonde, but it's all Josh 433 right now. Through the castle section Josh goes. Done everything absolutely picturesque today. His driving's picturesque. His character, also picturesque. His driving makes himself an absolute beast. And he is rounding the final couple corners down this long straightaway to bring it home for Ferrari. Josh 433, you, sir, have won the Tier 2 race at Baku! He's done it! Vodka comes home second. Red Fire third. Double for Mercedes. Wavy fourth. Tri-Racer despite the 10 lagouts at fifth. Blonde Polo. It's going to be 6-7. Great race for Polo as he dances that car to the finish line. Sauber battle for the line. It's going to be a photo finish. It's Lennon. Lennon by a 10th. Then it's Wunna. Bonkers. Gonna come home 10th. It wasn't double Sauber points. Itchy Perez in 11th. Here comes Kippu. Poor race from him. But he has made it up 2 spots. He started 14th. Up now to 12th. RPL Jordan started 2nd. 2 drive-throughs. 13th. What a race, guys. What a absolute race here around Azerbaijan. That was absolutely incredible. Driver of the day. With the 10 lagouts, I would give the driver of the day to Trout Racer at this rate. But, no, I gotta be completely honest. It's Josh. Look at him. Releasing his inner Muhammad Ali. He floated like a butterfly. He stinged like a bee. And Josh is gonna hold that coveted Azerbaijan trophy. Covered in blue topaz diamonds. Sponsored by K Jewelers. As there's a champagne. What a day for Ferrari. They get the win that they absolutely deserve. They didn't get it in Bahrain with Josh, but they get it here today. As here are our final results to cap off round 2 in Azerbaijan. It's Josh in the Scuderia Ferrari. He wins the race by 6.8 seconds over the Portuguese man of vodka. Then it's Red Fire Tiger, the man in 3rd. Wavy Knife, the Italian, in 4th. Tri-Racer up 11 spots, finishes 5th. Blonde in 6th in the Visa Cash App. Then it's Polo, Lennon, Woodda, Bonkers, Itchy Perez, Kipu, Jordan, JNT, DNF'd in 14, not what he wanted. Optical and SV round out the top 16. There's your grid. There's your results. What a race here in Baku. Incredible stuff, guys. Great job, Tier 2. Now, I will tell you, I cannot see the calendar for what is Race 3. So I have no idea where we're going for that one. If someone knows. If someone knows off the top of their head, let me know. Because I do not have it on hand for myself. Kippy was just said that is the most mid-league race ever. Most mid-league ever. Well, sir, your race was mid today. Oh, we are going to the Netherlands next race. In Zandvoort. Should be a fun race weekend. I, myself, love Circuit de Zandvoort. Or Circuit Zandvoort. There is no duh in that sentence. But tune in next week for the race around Zandvoort. I'm faded. I'm with nobody else in the booth. Thank you guys for watching RPL Formula 1 on this beautiful Friday afternoon. Night if you're in the UK. So long for watching.